All right, guys, we're going to do one more today, or one more review on division. Okay, and I know this is very time consuming as far as a problem goes, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to go about solving it. Okay, so the first problem here, let me make sure we're focused in good there, is 235 divided by 13. Now, we can go on our standard for fifth grade, we can go up to 4 digits, but we're just going to start with a 3-digit here divided by a 2-digit. Now, 13 is one of those numbers that we haven't had to memorize as far as your basic facts go. Okay, so over here on the side, we're going to think about 13 times 1 is 13. Okay, 13 times 2, 26. 13 times 3, 39. And you can just keep adding more to it as we go. Okay. We got 52. 65. Okay. And let's go to 13 times 6. That may be far enough. That may be too far. Or we might have to come back and do a little bit more. Now we're going to start with what I refer to as the traditional method, the way that most adults probably learned how to divide. Okay, so we're going to set up our problem. Our dividend goes there. Dividend, you can think about in goes in. Okay, here's your divisor, what you're dividing by. Okay, and our quotient or our answer will go at the top. Now, we're going to look at just the 2. Okay, and sometimes I tell students, cover it up. Will 13 go into 2? If I have 2 eggs, can I give an egg to 13 people? No. So we can, if you need to, draw you a little imaginary 0, but we aren't going to include it in our answer. Okay, so since 13 can't go into 2, we're going to bump it over here. Okay, so we're going to say, how many times will 13 go into 23? This is where this kind of helps us. Okay, well, 13 times 1, yeah, that'll go into 23. 13 times 2, oh, that's 26. We can't get that many in. So it'll go in 1 time. Now, 13 times 1 is what? 13. So now we're going to subtract. 3 minus 3 is nothing. 2 minus 1 leaves us 1. Now, this is where we got to remember there's more numbers. And so we have to bring down our 5. And we have to ask ourselves, how many times will 13 fit into 105? Now, this is where I think I'm going to have to keep going a little bit. Okay, 13 times 7. Okay, you should get 91. Remember, you're just adding 13 each time. Okay, 13 times 8, because I think I can still keep going. Okay, is 104. Well, look at there. I don't have to keep going because I know 13 more is going to be way bigger than 105. So how many times can 13 go into 105? 105. 8 times. And what is 13 times 8? That's right, 104. So we're going to subtract it, and it leaves us a remainder of 1. Okay. Now let's look at the other way, what I call the box method. Okay. Well, it's called the box method for a reason because we're going to start out with a big old box. All right, and we're using a 3-digit number. 235. Once again, remember the dividend goes in. We're going to separate it. Okay. We're going to divide by 13. Now, how many times will 13 go into 2? Well, we already said none, right? Well, we didn't take anything out. We'll still have 2, right? Now we're going to carry it to the next place. How many 13s go into 23? Well, same thing, only one time. Okay, now, how many 13s go in there? One time. 1 times 13, 13. We're going to subtract. We're still following the same steps, okay? We are just looking at it a slightly different way. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. We're going to take it over to the next box. Okay, 105. How many 13s will go into 105? Remember, 13 times 8 was 104. Okay, so we're going to subtract 104. It's going to leave us with 1. That comes out as our remainder.